What's up everyone, it's Mark from Silence Tech. Today we're checking out this awesome laptop from Acer, the Nitro 5, featuring a 9th generation Intel processor and a GTX 1660 Ti Nvidia graphics card. Currently this laptop is available for £999 UK on Amazon, which considering the specs is very reasonably priced. Regarding its appearance, the Nitro 5 has a very outdated red and black design. At least it comes with LED backlighting and a sleek compact chassis. Over time I've really been won over by the Acer laptop due to its excellent build quality. If we take a look at the display, my model has a 60Hz panel. 144Hz refresh rate would have been ideal. With that said, trying to hit 144 FPS in game with a 1660 Ti even at 1080p is difficult. 60 FPS in my opinion is a far more reasonable goal for a budget gaming laptop. The Nitro 5's brightness on paper won't impress many at around 250 nits, but to my eyes it seems more than bright enough when playing games. The sRGB colour space isn't that great either at only 56%. The screen certainly doesn't pop, but most gamers probably won't notice that. Checking out the keyboard, each one has great spacing and the chiclet style keys are extremely responsive, and each one only requires 70 grams of actuation and needs to travel just 1.4mm to fully bottom out. Every key feels consistent when I type, plus I haven't noticed any missed presses while gaming. It gets the job done. Both the volume and brightness are controlled from the arrow keys when holding in the FN key. It's a nice feature to have. The trackpad is over to the left and I prefer it like this for typing. Luckily Acer has made it flush with the top, meaning it doesn't get in the way of my wrist. Sure, it's small and not particularly user friendly with both clicks built into the trackpad, but I normally use a mouse anyway, and for those rare occasions I don't, it's more than usable. For audio, the speakers are installed underneath and I personally prefer them to be on top like everyone else. Again, for the money they won't blow you away, although I found them perfect on the rare occasion where I couldn't find my headset in an emergency. Quickly checking out the ports, on the left hand side there's a Kensington lock, an RJ45 Ethernet port, a HDMI 2.0 slot, a USB-C port, two USB 3.0 Type A ports, and on the right side there's a DC in port, a USB 2.0 port, and lastly an audio jack. Acer claims that the Nitro 5's battery can last up to 7 hours on a single charge. My own testing with some regular usage, browsing the web etc, no gaming, I could only get around 5 hours and 15 minutes. When I was gaming, like most laptops, you'll be lucky for it to last about an hour, and due to power requirements the games will more than likely be locked at 30 FPS. Before we get into some gaming benchmarks, the system has one 120GB NVMe SSD and one 1TB hard drive for storage. Both scored pretty well on Crystal Disk Mark, definitely adequate, great news for anyone who wants loading times to be fast in their favourite games. I can completely forget about the Nitro 5's shortfalls, since performance in my opinion is way more important compared to a red and black colour scheme. I'm far more interested in the GTX 1660 Ti and i5 9300H processor inside. This should be epic for games. The i5 has a decent boost clock of 4.1 GHz, hopefully enough or more than enough for Nvidia's latest card. While testing, the Nitro 5 runs all titles smoothly, depending on the settings of course. In a single threaded test on Cinebench R20, the Nitro 5 scored 423 and 1649 in a multi-threaded test. Temperatures are pretty good. While running Heaven benchmark for 20 minutes, the GPU hit 78 and the CPU hit around 90 degrees Celsius, so it wasn't throttling at all. Noise is more than bearable. Acer's twin cooling fans seem fairly quiet. Here's a noise test under full load. Right, with all that out of the way, let's jump into some benchmarks to see how this beast performs with some of the latest games on the market. Okay, not bad at all for a budget gaming laptop. Rounding off this review, the Nitro 5 delivered solid results in my synthetic and real benchmarks. Sure, compromises have to be made in some games regarding settings, but overall achieving 60 FPS and above is more than possible. Sure, I'm not a fan of the red and black colour scheme or the display, but as a complete package considering the asking price, I'm very happy with the Nitro 5. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this review. My name's Mark from Silence Tech. I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye.